Hello, good people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we're so excited to have you again. Nigerians have been wondering the real reason why Bola Ahmed Tinubu is still intending to go to salvage the situation in Niger, at least to restore democracy back to Niger. Some people believe that he just want to prove a point that Niger is part of the country Nigeria has been helping. And some also believe that the reason why he's doing that is because he is the ECOWAS chairman, and being that he has been given that power for the first time to rule West Africa, he needs to show that during his time there was nothing like coup d'etat. But someone has come out to tell Nigeria the real reason, and it revolves around PEPC, talking about Presidential Election Petition Tribunal. And that's exactly what we're going to be looking at right now, because it makes a great deal of sense based on what the person says. And according to the news, a former Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress APC, Comrade Timmy Frank, on Saturday raised alarm over alleged plot by President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to go to war over coup in Niger to enable him declare state of emergency in Nigeria and suspend the ongoing presidential election tribunal. Frank, who gave the warning in a statement in Abuja, accused President of capitalizing on his position as a ECOWAS chairman to legitimize his stolen election mandate in Nigeria. He insisted that Tinubu's warmongering over Niger is selfishly motivated as he seeks to through it gain political capital by legitimizing his administration and securing the recognition of international bodies that hitherto have not recognized him as duly elected president. He warned the president not to lead Nigeria into war with Niger, as the consequences of such an action would result in long-term economic, political, and social devastation of the country. According to his word, and I quote, he said, "It is clear to discerning minds that Tinubu wants to find an alibi to declare war in Niger and under that declare a state of emergency in Nigeria, which all invariably lead to suspension of the ongoing sitting of the presidential election tribunal. He is not out to restore democracy in Niger Republic. He is out to legitimize and gain recognition for his government from Western allies. Let Nigerians solve their problems. Nigeria has enough challenges of its own." Frank, who is the United Liberation Movement for West Papua ambassador to East Africa and Middle East, also accused ECOWAS head of state and government of not working to deepen democracy in the sub-region by ensuring good governance. He said they often remain silent when presidents illegally steal the people's mandate through electoral fraud and manipulate constitutional provision to elongate the tenure in office. It is a shame that ECOWAS president also jacked back to life when a fellow president has been dethroned, like the present scenario in Niger Republic. He went further to say, "I condemn the coup in Niger and I will support all altruistic effort to restore democratic governance in that country, but I reject movement by Tinubu to use the Niger coup as a ruse to overturn the ongoing court process meant to determine the actual winner of the February 25, 2023 presidential election. I call on well-meaning Nigerians to dissuade Tinubu from leading the country into an unnecessary war, which, among others, will inflict heavy casualty on our armed forces and breed more widows in addition to what Boko Haram bandits and other criminal elements have done already." He insisted that former President Muhammadu Buhari, a retired army general, never went to war when there was coup in Guinea, Burkina Faso, and Mali during his tenure because he knew the implication. Why is it Tinubu hell-bent on going to war if not for self-preservation in office as the president? This makes a great deal of sense to most Nigerians. I'm going to read some of the reactions of Nigerians. Someone here say, "E no go better for anybody wey vote for this government or hardship shall never depart from you and your entire family. Another person also responding said, let him and his cohort go to war. They should leave Nigeria out of it. The change in government has nothing to do with Nigerian. It is so it's so Nigerian personal problem. Nobody has any right to decide for the people of Niger. Another person here says, I knew that this will turn out this way. He doesn't want anyone to take over his position as a president, and truly he wants to get global recognition as the president of Nigeria. This one here says, if he wants to go to war, let him put on army clothes and lead them to the battlefield like Ukraine president did. After all, he is the commander in chief. Another person here says, I like your point. Ukraine president and former president joined them at war from. So let Bat and Kazim lead the war. Another person here said, I support going to war against Niger military junta as long as President Tinubu's children join the Nigerian army and be deployed to Niger to fight the war. Now, this is one issue of concern which we really have to look at right now because as we are talking, um, there had been a lot of rumors and that even the Nigerians have involved some mercenaries from Russia, to help fight this war, preparing for possible invasion by the ECOWAS army. But I think that what Frank say makes a great deal of sense. Um, but if Bola Ahmed Tinubu is thinking in sync with that, then he doesn't have the interest of Nigeria at heart. There have been diverse warnings from different persons. Bode George, if you had followed me, you will notice that Bode George yesterday took out time to tell him that Jojo is better than War. Why? Because already Nigeria have in its hand so much problem. 200 million people is enough problem, or let me put it this way, rescuing 200 people from economic depression is enough challenge for a fresh government like this. So why do you like to bother about what is going on in Nigeria? What's our business? Niger, are they the ones, are they our children? Did we bet them and all of that? And just imagine their citizens, they are overly excited about the development. You see the way they were jumping and getting so excited about the fact that there was something like that happening in their country. So which means they are cool with it. There is no outcry. So whatever that is going on there, even if they want to seize everything that some of our stolen leaders have stuck there, let them take it. It's good enough. But let us look back, fix our country and allow rule of law to be prioritized. The supremacy of the law is what makes democracy what it is. When you play down on the rule of the law, that's the supremacy of the law, automatically you are a civilian, but yet with a mindset of a military. So whatever we are doing, let us first of all settle our home front. After all, we know that charity begins at home first. So fix your own self, equip it before you can think of hunting out there. We know who these Western guys are. They will back you up and pretend as if they care so much. Those dudes don't care. America doesn't care. All those big countries, they don't care. We saw what happened between Russia and Ukraine. Ukraine is suffering the whole thing by themselves. And guess what? You may be so excited to kickstart a war, but be rest assured, it's not going to be a 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, 1 week. Ukraine Russia war has, I think this is about the first or second year it's going. Life is going on normally. And that's how it would be. So please, for the benefit of Nigerians who are still hoping to make life meaningful for themselves, don't allow this to happen.